All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news into my platform. Jimmy Butler of the Minnesota Timberwolves. We know Jimmy Butler was traded from Chicago last offseason to Minnesota to play with his former coach Thibodeau. He was supposed to be the leader of this team, the piece that they needed to that big three: Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, and Andrew Wiggins. Here's what happened to the Minnesota Timberwolves last year. They were viable for a 3 seed pretty much all year. Jimmy Butler got hurt for 2-3 weeks. Everything went down the drain. Now, they should have had a better cushion on that 3 seed than what they had. I think they should have won more games last year with the talent that they had. You got Jamal Crawford on that bench. You brought in D-Rose. Like, I thought that Minnesota team should have been better than what they were. And they had Taj Gibson as well. Like, just pieces. And I thought they dropped the ball on not giving themselves more of a cushion. They ended up dropping to the 8 seed. They ended up playing the Houston Rockets. They lost in 5. Now, Jimmy Butler will tell you himself he probably wasn't healthy for the playoffs. He played anyway. He probably wasn't 100%. But I'm not going to give him an out. I'm not going to give Wiggins an out. And I'm not going to give Karl Anthony Towns an out. I'm watching Ben Simmons on Fortnite with Karl Anthony Towns during the back stretch of the season. And I'm watching Cat like, yo, I get it. You got a social life. But it's just the focus level. And reportedly, that's what's going on here. Reportedly, Jimmy Butler wants out of Minnesota because he doesn't think Karl Anthony Towns is focused enough. Now, I didn't expect this to be the story because Karl Anthony Towns, to me, looks like a pretty focused individual. I didn't like the Fortnite thing. But overall, Karl Anthony Towns looks pretty focused to me. But the fact that Jimmy Butler is saying he ain't focused enough, he's on the team. Maybe he sees stuff that we don't see. Obviously, he does. Andrew Wiggins, I thought, would be the person of Jimmy Butler's interest to say, yo, this dude not focused. I expected Andrew Wiggins to be much better than what he is right now. Even though I knew he'd never be a superstar, I thought he'd be better than what he is now. I don't know. I knew he's very arrogant coming out of high school and going into Kansas. I just thought he'd still be better than this right now. He improved that shot a little bit. He was shooting it well early part of the season. I think Wiggins should be better. I just think he's not impactful. We forgot this guy he's supposed to be the guy. He was the #1 pick with Cleveland. They traded him for Kevin Love. Kevin Love went to 4 straight NBA Finals, you know. I'm just kind of, I thought Jimmy Butler would call out Wiggins, not Towns, but for him to say Towns isn't focused, reportedly, that can't be good for Andrew Wiggins or Karl Anthony Towns or this Minnesota Timberwolves team. If Cat's not focused, you can only imagine what he thinks about Wiggins behind the scenes. And it looks like Jimmy Butler he's a free agent after this year. He's one in that free agent class with Klay Thompson and Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard that'll be available next summer. And it's looking like if Minnesota provides this man a contract extension for the max, that they will do, it's looking like Jimmy Butler will turn it down, exhaust his options at free agency the next summer, and likely leave. He's not happy right now unless Minnesota does something drastically out of the ordinary in the playoffs next year, which I doubt with LeBron now in the West. I can't see Jimmy Butler happy. And I likely see him going to a Lakers team, maybe. Philly. If I was Philly or the Lakers, I might trade for this guy right now. Now, I'm not giving as much as I would Kawhi, but if I can get Jimmy Butler for a pick and Brandon Ingram, I might do it. You know, if I can get Jimmy Butler for Markelle, if I can get him for Robert Covington in a pick, I might do it. Maybe not for Markelle Fultz, but I think I might do it for Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler reportedly wants out of Minnesota. He's not happy with Karl Anthony Towns and Wiggins. And if he has to play out this year, he has enough respect reportedly for Tom Thibodeau to do it, to play out this next year of his contract. But that doesn't mean he's going to sign long term. And that might force the Minnesota Timberwolves to have to trade this guy before they leave with absolutely nothing. And you're stuck with Andrew Wiggins as your key perimeter guy going forward. And he's not improving. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.